Hello, everyone. My name is Maura Ellis, and I am a double diamond distributor with It Works Global. I have been with the company for about 3.5 years, 4 years in December. I was introduced to the company by a friend. She pretty much just called me up and said, I've got this wrap that you put it on your body and it's going to tighten and tone and firm you up. And I said, yeah, okay, sure. If this really works, because my entire life, been up and down with weight and trying everything to lose weight and get in shape. So she told me this, and I said, okay, well, if this really works, then why haven't I heard about it before? Why isn't everyone doing this? So she said, just come over and try it. And of course I did. As skeptical as I was, I'm like, I got to see this thing. I got to see what it does. So I had just had my son, my first son. He was about 6 months old. So lost a good amount of the weight, but there's definitely some mommy areas that needs to be tightened up, that belly there. So she put it on me, and while I waited at our house for 45 minutes, we talked and she showed me pictures and we just, caught up a little bit. I took it off and I could totally see a difference. Still skeptical. Still, we compared pictures and I was still a skeptic. So I said, okay, okay. And she said, oh, take pictures tomorrow morning when you get home, when you first wake up. And I said, okay, whatever. Everyone's, skinnier in the morning. So took pictures, definitely had the results have gotten better. So the true test, because still a skeptic, the true test was after dinner that night. I ate a big dinner and I took pictures, and my stomach was still just as flat and it felt great and looked great. So that's when I became a believer. Even though I had seen results, I still was like, there's no way. So after that test, I definitely was a believer. Still very skeptical about the business. I was very quiet. My background is in hairdressing. I was a hairdresser, and you would think I'd be like this social, outgoing hairdresser, as most hairdressers are. But as long as you were sitting in a chair in front of me, I could talk to you all day long. If you're face to face with me, I, was very short, not very social, not very outgoing or anything. So when she approached me and was like, you have to be in this business, you're in the best industry for it, and, you'd be perfect for it. I said, no way. I'm like, I can't give parties. I can't even talk to, my, neighbors, let alone a group of people about something and sell it to them. I'm not a salesman, all this. So basically I signed up. I love the product so much. So I said, maybe a couple family members would get into this and I could, make a couple bucks to pay for my products. So that's pretty much what I did. And being in the salon, I was definitely able to show it off to more people. I had just had a baby, so people were noticing that I was changing pretty quickly, as far as losing the weight faster and my appearance. So they definitely asked me what I was doing, and I simply just told them. I said, I'm doing this wrap, we've got some supplements that I love, and that's it. I shared what I was doing, and people loved it. They had never heard of it, and they jumped right on board. So things started taking off a little bit, and again, never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom full time. I love my job. Never thought of it, I guess. I just never, I never had that in my mind that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. I said, I'm going to have to work and all that. And so things were going great, juggling everything with life and everything until I had my second son. My second son, with daycare and working and schedules, my husband owns his own company as well. It just got crazy, trying to juggle everything. And I felt like my business and everything was taking a backseat just because he owns his own company and I couldn't do and work the potential that I wanted to do and put everything I wanted to do in it, juggling motherhood and everything like that, leaving the house. And I didn't want someone else raising my children, is kind of what it boiled down to. It was a fight, between job and children, but I said I can have it all if I want to. I can still. It wasn't necessarily the job; it was just contributing to the household and wanting to play a role in that financial income that we brought in the house. So I said I can have it all if I want to. I can be home with my kids and still work and still make money. So I just kicked it up a notch. I saw that the paychecks were getting bigger and bigger as I just shared it with more people. I got more comfortable talking about it because I got more excited about it. I believed in the products, I used it, and people saw it and continue to see the results. So it just kind of took off by itself. And then when I decided that I needed to replace my job with this, is when I really pushed it and took off with it. So needing and wanting to really make something of this business is when it really took off for me. After a little over 2 years in the business, I was able to retire myself from my full time busy hairdressing schedule, making more money than I did as a hairdresser. And I was able to be a stay at home mom, it just means everything because you never get that time back, and having that time to be with my kids is amazing. I still work my business every day. I work it with them. I go to wrap appointments with them. I blitz with them. I've taken them to parties before, but it's easy to work this business while having the kids. Yes, it's crazy. Life is crazy, but it's fun crazy. I own my own time. I'm my own boss. If one of my kids is sick, I don't have to call into work. I can just, I still can make phone calls. I still can talk to people and train people. With today's technology, you can do anything with this business. So what It Works has done for me is just it's changed everything. Confidence wise, personally, I have become way more confident. I can talk in front of people now, which is huge if you had known me before. I've grown so much as a person, and like I said, confidence, but confidence physically and just socially, I guess. Socially, I'm more social and more outgoing. People notice that. My parents are like, I can't believe that you would ever get into anything like this. My nickname was Mouse as a child because I was so quiet and I wouldn't talk. So things have been awesome. This business has done so much for me, not only financially, but like I said, I've just grown as a person. So anyone can do this business. It's awesome. And our products are awesome. And like I said, I just started sharing it with people. I was a product of the product and I told people about it. And that's how it just happened. It's amazing. And it's amazing you can get whatever you want out of this company. Whatever you put into it, you can get out of it. So that's my story.